256. It is after something like this, I don't know. Mr. Speaker, am I allowed to go next to him and so that we move on as they look for the page?
Please, if you can assist, that will be appreciated.
Okay, therefore. Now, Mr. Dennis, I would like you to see the bottom of that agreement. In evidence in chief, you admit that you made that agreement on the 20th of April 2023, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, keeping in mind the timelines you've said, you applied on 21st of April, you went for interview on 25th of May, and then the request for a bribe was raised by Dr. Monda, according to you. By 20th of April 2023, when you're selling your saloon for 500,000, Dr. Monda had not told you anything about a bribe, isn't it? You are only suspecting that he will ask for a bribe.
I did not know any communication.
Sorry?
I did not know any communication from Monda to my dad at that time.
Okay, so when you're selling it...
At this time, I was not even at home, I was in Nairobi.
Yes, I know you are in Nairobi.
Yes.
And so at that time, when you're selling it, you had no communication about any bribe being required.
My dad told me we will shift from Nairobi to Kisii.
Okay.
It was necessary to make the job arrangements.
Okay.
So I had to...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, Dr. Monda, if you say your interview was on 25th of May, the issue of the need to use the money you had, the 500,000 and whatever else, came a month later, on 25th of May. This is 20th of April.
Yes.
And Dr. Monda is asking for money in, and I'm not saying he did, I'm saying according to your case, he asked for it a month later on 25th of May, isn't it?
Yeah.
All this time you're holding the money.
I was not holding the money. The whole amount I gave it to my dad. I told you they operate a business.
Yes.
So I gave them the whole amount.
Okay.
To keep safe.
So, I have the greatest respect for you, greatest possible respect for you, Mr. Dennis. But when you cry and say, I sold my saloon, you are selling saloon from your own mind that a bribe might be required. Dr. Monda is not the one who told you, I need money, and when you are selling it, it was not because Monda had told you to sell your saloon.
As I stated earlier, I did not know any communication between my dad.
So why are you crying? Why are you crying and it's not Dr. Monda who told you to sell your saloon or forced you to sell your saloon? He had not told you to give him any bribe.
So where is my business? Where did it go to?
Yeah, that. When you sold it on 20th, Dr. Monda had not spoken to you, had he?
Okay, where are the proceedings?
Okay, anyway, I think I've made my point to the Senate.
Yes.
I'd like to move on to a different issue. And I probably just want to finish because I know you need, your colleagues need time. So you said Dr. Monda also threatened you, isn't it?
Yes.
That's the other count against Dr. Monda. Now, we are agreed, you never spoke with Dr. Monda at any point on phone, isn't it?
Every communication was done through my dad.
Your father.
Yes.
And so even the threat came through your father.
No, this was, it came through now, is Honorable Siocha, whom had reported the issue to, and told me to write a formal statement.
No, I don't know if you are mixing the issues.
Yes.
We are talking about being threatened.
Yes.
We are in agreement this far that there was no communication between you and Dr. Monda. Every time you needed to communicate with Dr. Monda, you do it through your father, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the question is, you, at a certain point, labor under the feeling that you have been threatened. That feeling was communicated to you by your father, or by who, or by what?
You know, when I told my dad I want to make a formal complaint, he was not of the idea.
Please just answer the question directly. It is your father who told you?
Yeah.
Dr. Monda is very upset and has threatened your life.
He did not say, okay, I got the information from my dad, and also got
so the Senate can then rest and say, knowing that the point that you are threatened was communicated to you by your father, that it came from Dr. Monda, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Now that's good enough. I want to move on from there. Now, look at paragraph Paragraph 17, I have two last issues I want to discuss. Okay, first of all, paragraph 12. You have nothing to show that any 300,000 was given to Dr. Monda, do you? Other than saying it, other than word of mouth?
No.
You don't have?
Yes.
And your witness for the point that 300,000 was given to Dr. Monda is your father, Mr. Joseph Misati, isn't it?
Yes, I was with my dad.
He was. And he will come and testify and say, I was with my son when we gave Dr. Monda the money.
Yes, I was with him.
Okay. Now, let's move on to paragraph 17. You say, I informed my father and the deputy governor of my intention. No, paragraph 15. You say that I thereafter wrote a demand letter to the deputy governor. Could you confirm that in the totality of the documents you've brought, you've not given us a copy of that demand letter?
What I did after the complaint to the Honorable Siocha, Wycliffe Siocha?
No, I'm just asking.
Yes.
We have documents here which the Senate is looking at us. You've seen, we've gone through. That letter is not amongst the letters. There is no demand letter, isn't it, that you've brought to this Senate or to the Assembly, isn't it?
I gave the copy to Honorable Siocha.
And so you don't know, it's Mr. Siaja, Honorable Siaja will explain it, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Then you reported to EACC, isn't it?
Yes, I did.
Now, I would like you to, honorable members, I want to refer to our bundle, DG's bundle, page 16, where the letter of EACC is. Now, could you confirm that this is